We're through day 12 of the Nagoya Basho. We'll look at the contenders, the biggest disappointments, who's hurt, and whether we'll get another shocking champion crowned at the IG Arena. All that and more coming up right now. Let's kick things off with a look at the leaderboard. At the top, we have a four-way tie for first place with Kirishima, Takerufuji, and the two Ukrainians, Aonishiki and Shishi, all with a 10-2 record. Just one off the pace are Atamifuji, Takayasu, and Koto Eiho. For Kirishima, the Ozeki entered the tournament on a yokozuna run. He finished runner-up in March, losing his playoff bout to Wakataka Kage. But the JSA said a dominant championship-worthy performance would earn him his rope. I felt he needed at least 13 wins for that to happen. No one has been promoted to yokozuna with just 24 wins since Asashio in 1959. Since then, the lowest has been 25. But he's been on a roll. He beat yokozuna Onosato for the first time in 11 tries on day 12, and if he beats Aonishiki and everyone else in front of him, that might just be enough. Aonishiki is making his return from a broken toe and an ankle injury that kept him out of the May tournament. He's been what we've expected to see after his first year in the top division. He needed 10 wins to regain his Ozeki rank, and that happened on day 11. But he appeared to have re-injured his ankle on day 8 against Takanosho, and that's been limiting his mobility. That's going to be a problem for his yusho case in the final days. Takerufuji looks like he's healed up since suffering a torn bicep in last July's tournament. In his first Basho back in Makuuchi, he's run through the lower part of the division, and then a hanka on Takayasu on day 12 keeps him in contention. He should be well rested. According to sumostats.com, he's fought for just over a minute in total over his 12 matches. But the level of competition rises for the final 3 days. The first obstacle on his way to his second yusho is Onosato on day 13. Shishi is easily the most unexpected wrestler on this leaderboard. He's matched his career high of 10 wins, and he's looked as good as he's ever been in this tournament. The opposite of Takerufuji, his matches have been drawn out with 5 matches lasting at least 20 seconds and 2 going around the 1 minute mark. He's beaten Koto Eiho and Asanoyama in his last 2 matches. Now we'll see if he can continue his magical run against the sport's best. Speaking of Koto Eiho, the 23-year-old younger brother of last year's Nagoya champion Koto Shoho has had an incredible run. He won 9 straight before losing to Shishi and Atamifuji. He's been very solid since returning to the top division, going 28-14. But like the others who are just one behind the leaders, he's going to need some help if he's going to get back in the race. Atamifuji continues his strong run. This is his 5th straight Kachikoshi and his 4th consecutive with at least 9 wins. He's already gone 3-1 against the Senyaku so far, with Hoshoryu next on his slate. And finally, Takayasu. 9 times. 9 times he's finished runner-up without ever capturing the championship. It's a painful existence to be a Takayasu fan. But can the 36-year-old finally win the big one? Only Kyoku Tenho at 37 was older when he captured his first title. In other big storylines, Ozeki Kotozakura is 1 win away from getting his 8th win and carrying himself out of kadoban. He's on a 3-bout winning streak, beating Oho, Ura, and Hoshoryu in consecutive matches. He now has 3 chances to capture win number 8 with his first attempt against Shishi. Meanwhile, both yokozuna are struggling from returning from their injuries. Hoshoryu is just 7-5 after day 12. After a strong 6-2 start, he's lost 3 of his last 4 to Senyaku opponents. He has Atamifuji up next, who owns a 6-5 edge in their head-to-head battles. Meanwhile, Onosato is just 6-6. It seemed like he was righting the ship after a sluggish 1-3 start by winning his next 4 fights, but losses to Aonishiki, Atamifuji, and Kirishima have ended any hopes of him contending. Now he needs to win 2 of his final 3 bouts to finish with a winning record. In the Senyaku, Oho and Wakataka Kage will both drop back down to Magashira in September. Wakataka Kage is out of the July tournament after undergoing emergency surgery prior to the start of the Basho for compartment syndrome in his left leg. As for Oho, it's been another disappointing showing for him in the Senyaku. He's now been ranked 4 times in the Senyaku, and every one has ended in a makekoshi. Both Koto Shoho and Yoshino Fuji are 5 and 7, and need a strong finish to keep their Senyaku spots. So who could replace them? Well, that's very much up in the air right now. Magashira 1 East Fujinokawa is 6 and 6, and if he finishes with a winning record, the youngest and lightest wrestler in the division will earn his first trip to the Senyaku. Takanosho, who's also 6 and 6, also has a decent shot, but he might need to win out in order to hold off some of the men behind him. If he gets to just 8 wins and someone below him does exceptionally better, he may just move over to the east side with a half-ranked promotion or even stay at Magashira 1 West. Among them are Hakuno Fuji and his Day 13 opponent, Daisho. Both could be poised for a Senyaku return, especially if they can get to 10 wins. Magashira 7's Koto Eho and Takayasu are also contenders, win out and captured a yusho, and it's all but assured. Get to 10 or 11 wins and it'll depend on everyone else. Takerufuji and Shishi are also possibilities, but their chances are far lower. Since sumo moved to the 6 tournaments a year format in 1958, only 2 have made the leap. Takatoriki in March of 2000 and Koto Fuji in July of 1991. Now it's time for the juryo watch. For Magashira 15 West Kazuma, it's been a disappointing top division debut for Makuuchi's heaviest fighter. He'll fall back down to juryo after already losing 9 matches. Magashira 15 East Onokatsu is 2 and 10, and he'll also fall back down to juryo after double-digit losses. Magashira 11 Mitaki Umi will drop back down to juryo after the former Ozeki suffered his 11th loss. Meanwhile, Magashira 12's Asaha Kuryu and Abi each need a win to stave off a possible demotion. The same goes for Magashira 10 West Chiyoshima. Who could come up and replace them? Juryo 1 East Asa Suiryu, the younger brother of Asa Koryu, should be making his Makuuchi debut in September after getting his 8th win on day 12 against Tamawashi. After him, there's a long list of wrestlers battling for promotion, including Juryo 2 East Toki Hayate, Juryo 3 West Diwa Noryu, Juryo 4 West Toshino Fuji, Juryo 6 East Shona no Umi, Juryo 6 West Kazukino, the Polar Bear Juryo 9 East Shirokuma, and Juryo 13 East Arashi Fuji, who's leading the race for the Juryo Championship with 10 wins. For Arashi Fuji, he'll likely need to win out for a chance at a promotion. Only one wrestler in the last 60 years, Endo, earned a promotion from Juryo 13, and he went 14 and 1 that tournament. So who's winning this whole thing? Entering the Basho, I predicted Kirishima would capture his 4th yusho and earn a promotion to yokozuna. And I'm sticking to that. I said in my Kirishima video that he would need to go on the run of his life. And he is. Win out and he cements his legacy and shakes off the stigma of being the only Mongolian to reach Ozeki and never become yokozuna. But I'm not going to be mad for the chaos that comes with a Shishi championship. And that was my update for the July tournament. Who do you think will capture the title? Let me know your pick in the comments. And if you like what I do, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you next time.